Qualifying for the Olympic trials was something that was very surreal to me, considering that the last 4 years of my life were dedicated towards it.
It's kind of surreal to be here. Like, I have to take a deep breath and be like, yeah, I deserve to be here, and I'm gonna be standing on the same starting line as, you know, the Des Lindens and the Alafine Tulamaks.
It's been great to just meet other like-minded people that are doing the same thing. We're all working. We all have this passion and love for this sport, and that's what I love about the culture of Tracksmith and bringing this out to the community. You know, we are everyday humans, but we're here still wanting to pursue the same goals as everybody else.
We want to empower them to know that not only got a brand behind them, but more importantly, they have each other.
My experience in the Tracksmith Amateur Support Program, it's been great, especially spending this week down here with everybody leading into the trials. I think it's just a really cool culmination of everything that the Tracksmith ASP program is about.
Good morning, folks. How are we doing today? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm LB. I'm a representative of Tracksmith. To my right, we have...
I'm Nick. Hopefully you're not too sick of me from all my emails. We're at ASB HQ. This is the place where all of the athletes who have come down for the heat acclimatization camp just get to, get away from their house for a little bit. The hardest thing for an athlete in the final week when they're doing pre-camp is boredom. Their mind starts racing, they think about the race, but we want to give them a space to hang out with us, with each other, and take their mind off of things and help pass the time in a positive way before the big race, maybe the biggest race of their life.
Getting to acclimate, that's kind of been the big purpose of this particular camp, considering that most of us are coming from colder weather, colder climates. One of the big benefits I get that I don't normally have is having a group to train with. Being now that I'm running, having a full-time job, it's really hard to kind of get a group every day. So that's one big plus. The other bit of support that we've been getting is obviously with the gear. We've been getting awesome garments and race kits. So I'm really excited to test out the cutting-edge technology that Tracksmith's putting out.
Yeah, I just got involved with the ASP program at the beginning of this year after running my qualifier. And yeah, it's been really fun. I think it's really cool to see people that are doing this at a high level, but they live full lives, they're working, they're in school. It's just really inspiring to see how everybody balances it. You can get a little isolated pursuing running at a high level, and it's nice to connect with other people. It's nice to feel supported when we're not sponsored full-time or anything like that. We're just doing this really because we love it, so it's really fun to connect with other people.
We're at the Orange Trail, which is in west side of Orlando. We're doing a little group run. Today, just for my workout was 3x1 mile at marathon pace, just to kind of get the legs, hey, this is marathon pace, with about a 90-second jog in between each. But we've been having group runs every day. Sometimes they're easy days, just depends on what everybody's running. We go to different trails out here in Orlando. It's been amazing.
Roberta, she's so impressive. She's, been doing this for a while at a pretty high level, and it's impressive to see that.
So my name is Roberta Groner. I'm a nurse, 46 years old, and I am a mother of 3 teenage boys, 16, 17, and 20. Besides full-time nursing in an office setting, I'm a part-time coach for the Central Park Track Club. I was running in high school and college, and then took a 10-year break and came back in 2010, 2011, and just have progressively got back into the sport since then.
Her particular story is very inspiring to me because I think it's really inspiring that you can see someone performing at such a high level for so many years. And then for me, I just started marathoning, and having someone like that that's making it happen makes me inspired to do it myself when I get to that level. So.
Roberta, she's definitely been somebody who I've asked a lot of questions to and learned a lot from so far this week. For me, it's been asking a lot of questions to those more experienced marathoners, just leading into my first one. I'm inexperienced in a lot of ways, and it's just cool to hear about everybody else's experiences with the marathon.
I feel like I'm learning every day from the athletes who running is a very important part of their being, but it's by far not their only thing. They're not just trying to have a job to pay the bills. They have a career as well that they're balancing that aspect, and I think it's making them a lot more level-headed.
So for this marathon build, it's definitely been a lot, trying to increase my mileage and being at work throughout the day. But For me, it's just a matter of getting in that time on my feet whenever I can, whether it's waking up early, going for a run on my lunch break, or now it being winter, a lot of runs with the light on vest and the headlamp. So yeah, just getting it in when I can.
Sometimes I just have to sit down and schedule my week out a little bit and think about how it's gonna all fit together. But in the end, if there are two things that you really love and you're passionate about, it balances out really well. It's nice to set goals out and say, hey, I wanna chase, a time goal or a place goal. That has helped motivate me to get out the door sometimes.
My build was definitely not perfect. A lot of training on the treadmill and a lot of solo training, mainly because most of my friends were taking downtime. I'm excited now to be here at Tracksmith, working along all these other guys that have had similar challenges, and now we can kind of work together these last few weeks.
It's been great to just meet other like-minded people that are doing the same thing. We're all working, and we all have this passion and love for this sport, and that's what I love about the culture of Tracksmith and bringing this, this out to the community. We are everyday humans, but we're here still wanting to pursue the same goals as everybody else.
Our condolences on the Lions game.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
They looked so good in the first
Didn't
half.
respond to Ty's message.
The old catch, the ball hitting the helmet. The purpose of this camp here in Orlando is to tell them to start putting on their blinders on a little bit, block out all of the noise that is going on and other elements of your life that you normally have going on day to day. They're normally healthy distractions when you're training, but as you come right up to your race, it's healthier to block those out eventually and then be lifted up. Often these people are lifting other people up because they are responsible for so many other people and their jobs and careers, but it's now our chance to lift them up and make them the sole focus as they head into what's likely to be the most important race of their life.
It's been cool getting to know Nick Willis. I feel like the first time it was a little surreal. It was like, wow, you're Nick Willis. You're a really great runner. And yeah, it's cool. He really wants to support us and see what they can do to help us get the best out of ourselves. And that's been really fun.
I've learned over the years having a community or having people like this, it just makes you thrive better. So it's been really fun, and having the support of Nick and Margaret is invaluable. What they're giving us this week is really special.
I just want to give everyone a huge congratulations and round of applause for qualifying for the trials. I know you put so much time and effort into putting all the miles and busting your butts in the races. Being a part of the Tracksmith Amateur Support Program, it's really cool for us, and I hope it's special for you, and that's been really fun to witness it occur sort of organically as part of this camp as well, that you guys have also come together as one big collective group and a team, and that's really what we wanted to help foster and provide an opportunity for you guys to get on that start line and feel like you're part of something bigger than yourself and you're not alone on there. Without further ado, we'd love to present you with your special OTQ race uniforms to compete in. It's always special to have a championship race kit. You have your regular season kit and then you put on this fresh new design, get it for the first time right before the big race. It sort of puts a rubber stamp on the moment that, okay, we're here, this is about to happen, I get to don this new kit, and I think it just adds to that occasion and makes it that much more memorable. So we want to provide that for our athletes. We want them to feel light, to feel sleek, but most of all to look really good as well, and feel like that they're proud of who they're representing and that they look like they belong, not only belong, but they can be intimidating to the opposition as well. Congrats, Alberto.
Qualifying for the Olympic trials was something that was very surreal to me, considering that the last 4 years of my life were dedicated towards it. In 2020, I was watching the trials on a treadmill, hoping that I'd be there in 4 years, and to finally make it happen kind of seemed unreal at the time. For me, I guess the biggest thing would be to try to come in as high as I can. I do hope to be competitive because I feel like you have to believe in yourself in order to perform well, even if it might seem like it's unlikely. It'd be great, to come in the top 20, top 30. I mean, you never know, especially with these conditions.
I hope to have a good race just to represent the brand well, be as competitive as I can, just rolling with the punches and just trying to get the absolute most out of the experience that I can.
Congrats, Amelia.
Yeah, it's kind of surreal to be here. I have to take a deep breath and be like, yeah, I deserve to be here. And honestly, my biggest goal is just to have a good competitive race that I'm proud of. It's such a cool experience to be racing with the top, 160 women in the marathon. When do you get that type of opportunity? So just go out and race and see what I can do, and hopefully, yeah, run a smart race that I'm proud of in the end.
I feel like telling my story at 46 and being a mother is that we should always pursue our passions and goals. It's almost like just taking that number away from the equation and just really just going after it. And even with my kids, every day I just talk about pursuing your passion and just going for it. And with consistency and hard work and a drive, you just never know what can happen. I hope to accomplish this weekend at the trials to run my best race. I don't have a time set or a goal. I just want to compete and know that I gave what I could that day. And the ultimate goal is to have fun, appreciate it, and finish.
I've had a great week just getting to know them more. They're not just an email or a name on a spreadsheet, all that sort of stuff, but you get to know them personally. And so that's why I'm excited to watch this race this weekend, because I know these people's name and faces and all their background stories and what it took to get to this moment. So now I get to cheer them on. It's going to be a ton of fun, and you almost feel like a proud father in many sense. The imagination as the manager of the program, then all the athletes have sort of come through it, and hopefully they'll come out of it as better athletes and have the best races of their lives.